Do you think we're going to celebrate National Tattoo Day in the studio? Well, yeah, we are, but not our studio. We're going to come to a tattoo studio, and we're going to talk to the best, Angelo, here at Inksmith and Rogers on Beach Boulevard. And, you know, I can speak to your skill, because how long ago was it where you gave me my first ever tattoo?
3 years? Was 3 years?
Was it that long ago?
I think it was 3 years.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years.
It's been a while.
Yep, pre-COVID.
How-
3 years,
Yeah, pre-COVID. So because it's National Tattoo Day, I pulled up some facts about tattoos, and I just kind of wanted to run them by you,
Okay.
get a local take on this, okay? So we'll start with this one. All right. According to a survey, more women than men in the U.S. have tattoos.
Yes, it's probably true. Reason it's being true is because more women are not afraid to the social stigma used to do with tattoos. They're just like, the heck with it, we're getting tattooed, we're going to do it, it's going to happen.
And this isn't on my list, but you and I talked about this before. They take the pain better.
They do. They have to have kids, so they're childbearing, so they can handle pain real well.
Okay, how about this one? I'm going to throw a few curveballs at you. To mix tattoo color in certain cultures, urine was occasionally used.
I've heard of it, yeah.
You've heard of
Yeah,
it?
I have heard of it. Yeah.
Obviously.
I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't
Although
either.
urine is sterile, but I still wouldn't recommend it.
Okay, number 3. Your skin is pierced 50 to 3,000 times per minute by a tattoo machine. That's for
Probably a
sure.
little more, yeah, probably a little more. Probably,
Okay.
yeah.
The initial tattoo gun or machine was kind of, I guess, inspired or initiated by what famous inventor?
Thomas Edison. Yep.
Really? So that's a fact you already knew.
Fact, yep. Got by a guy named Samuel O'Reilly, yep, in New York.
All right.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a known fact.
Not known by me until now, but and then they were introduced to the West by sailors like Captain Cook. So that's all true, like
Yeah,
the pirates and the whole deal.
Yeah, that's 100%. It sounds made up, sounds like a Disney movie, but it's factual.
And the oldest, I'll leave you this one, and then I'm going to ask you a couple other questions. But the oldest recorded tattoo ink recipe contained insect eggs. Have you heard that one too?
True, yeah, yep.
So like bug eggs and pee-pee.
Yep, and yeah, like berries, a lot of cultures use berries and stuff like that. The Captain Cook thing's funny because it was done in shrunken heads when they used to shrink heads in hen hunting days. That's how it all started, using tree butt, yep.
Oh, wow.
And tattoo is from the term tap-pow, when they make the noise of tattooing the face. That's how it all became.
Oh, wow.
Good, yeah.
So it has really a rich history. So can you give us a little bit of the history, Angelo, of Inksmith and Rogers? You guys have been around a minute.
Inksmith Rogers was established in 1884 by Eric Inksmith and Paul Rogers, who's the grandfather of traditional American tattooing, which is a forerunner of a guy named Coleman, who started in Norfolk, Virginia, and they were military tattooers from World War II and stuff like that. Paul started tattooing in the Carnival in the 20s, and Paul was one of the first people to have a shop in Jacksonville in 64 to 67 on Main Street. And then he closed down, and Eric was the first to open up in Jacksonville's official tattoo shop in Jacksonville, Florida in 84. That's when we were established.
I would assume that every tattoo artist has a story that moved them the most.
I'm moved by a lot of stories, and every day it's a new one. You know, the world's changing, and people have more stories now than I ever thought I'd hear or deal with, and a lot of it affects me in a good way, in a positive way. When I put a tattoo on somebody who's a little apprehensive of getting it, I calm them down, and they look in the mirror, and there's a look on their face that they can never hide, no matter how, even if they want to internalize, say, oh, they want to be like, I don't like this, it comes out like sheer great gratitude. It's like amazing. They can never, it's like Christmas morning. You can see it in their eyes, they look in the mirror, and you're like, do you like it? And they say, oh yeah, and that's it. That's what makes the day. You know, that's the best part of the job.